Right. I have grabbed myself a cup of tea. Let me cleaner so that go. Okay. Hey, Lanius. Right. Let me load up the. So, Lion will be joining us in a moment. They are currently grabbing a little bit of hot chocolate. I need to add anything. Yeah. The Lion will be joining us in a moment. Yeah. Apologies, Caleb, for apologies, Caleb, for going off. Lion, am I good to switch over to your audio being audible? Yeah, you're. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. Now I'm apologizing because whenever people pull the, well, I say pull. Whenever people say something along the lines of, oh, the people who are being benefited from us paying taxes aren't doing anything to help the economy, etc., etc., it gives me a headache. Because my grandfather is very much a believer in trickle-down economics, which I don't want to get. But the point is, it's very much a case of I've been off and on benefits a lot of my life. A lot of the people that I know have been off and on benefits a lot of my life, and it makes.
Are you talking to stream?
Yes, I am. Apologies.
Ah.
Yeah, world is up, by the way.
I can see.
Yeah, I'm talking about universal credit.
Oh. Boy, do I have a story for that, but in a moment after my stream introduction.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, it's fine, Kaelin. It's just a case of I look at all of this and I just go, okay, you don't want to pay taxes for people who you view as not deserving of taxes, right? There are people out there like that, who are not deserving of healthcare. And in my brain, it just goes, okay, so your children don't pay taxes. Does that mean that they're not deserving of healthcare?
There we go.
Your great-grandmother is exempt from paying taxes. Does that mean she doesn't deserve healthcare? Etc., etc. Yeah. Like, there is no one who doesn't deserve healthcare, in my opinion. Like, yeah. Right. Hello. Your rainbow.
Hello. Yeah.
Nice.
Because why not?
Because why not? Fair enough. Oh. Right.
Well, it's almost June. It's spring. It's a good time for rainbows.
Is it good? All right. Get Projector. Show me the heavy.
Should there be hovering piston heads?
Hovering piston? Where? Where? I actively cannot see any hovering piston head. You okay, Lion? Lion? I can't seem to hear you. Hold on, stream. We're having technical. Ew.
Attempting to fix audio.
Can you hear me? No, it's we are actually having technical difficulties at the moment.
Yeah, you there?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I could hear you before you left.
Oh, well, you didn't answer, so I was confused.
Yes, I did. Chat heard me answering.
Fair enough.
What happened was that apparently you couldn't hear me for some godforsaken reason.
No, I could hear you. Thing. Like, half the time I could, and then suddenly your transmission just stopped for some reason. Very strange.
Weird. Are we sure that's not just pushed at all?
Maybe. No.
Right. My plan is untied. My plan is to fill up the tumbleweed with sufficient resources to set up a base over at the cobalt deposit.
Okay.
Because we're going to need... I imagine we're going to need metal grids like the Dickens for this.
Yes, more than likely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the power generator that actually goes on the back of this heavy transport, and actually make that... Yes, that. You know what I mean. Don't worry
No.
about it.
Never.
Fine. Fine. But yeah. Essentially, that's what I'm doing. Okay. That is just gather stuff on the truck. Okay. Right. Let's see.
We haven't found silver at all, have we? There are deposits, but we haven't gotten into any of
No,
them.
but we know where it is.
Yeah. It's just kilometers away.
A little bit far away.
Right. So I can't build a survival kit over at this mining station I'll be making.
Not as of yet.
Right.
But we can probably drive. Although we might actually have to take a boat.
We can fly to anywhere we like, it'll just take an age with the tumbleweed.
Yeah, no. Need an Englishman to explain Dickens to me, where it came from, not what it means. Where does what the Dickens come from?
Well,
you know.
for me, it's because I can't swear, so I can't say what the F.
Well, yeah.
And then that turned into what the dick, because dick is a suitably like punchy kind of term that can be used as a statement of alarm or whatnot. And then I'm a massive nerd, so that eventually morphed into Dickens.
Like,
and
a lot of
I know there are
say...
people in the US that will say it hurts like the Dickens.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I've
that
heard
hurts.
other people in the UK say what the Dickens is the thing. I'm like, where does that come from? Who said it first? My theory.
Neither up.
Not at the moment, I mean. For now.
No, we need rock because the station can't build anything.
Oh, I see.
There is still over 1,000 steel plates in the lock.
What just popped? I had something go boom. Just went
I
boom.
think it's fine, but somehow the tumbleweed's out of power.
Oh. Huh. Strange. How did it... You did leave the
Because
battery
we left
uncharged,
we left
right?
it on recharge. That's what happened.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's not out of power, it's just fell.
It's not out of power, it just wasn't supplying power.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it landed on part of its docking bay.
That's fine. As long as it's not broken.
Yeah, just the tip.
Late 16th century, a euphemism for devil. Probably a use of the name Dick.
Oh.
Sounds about right. Or possibly because the word Richard usually gets shortened to Dick. I've raised the cabs of the heavy transport up this second ration. So, considering that last time we ended up double that.
Energy low.
Richard still gets shortened to Dick. Have you ever heard of Dick Army? What? No, I am not familiar with that term.
I wonder if it's similar to, like, Jack, as a euphemism for nothing.
Perhaps.
Although, I feel like Jack has a different connotation in England, given our history.
Well, depends on what you're referring to.
A certain unlicensed obstetrician.
Oh, I see. Perhaps. I mean, that wasn't what my mind went to first, but at the end of the day, that...
Ah, I see the problem.
What is the problem?
We don't have any steel left because the refinery is processing cobalt that we got last time.
Yes, and cobalt takes a bloody age to process.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, boy. No, he meant steel. Well, technically iron. Oh, he meant iron. Yeah. Plates. Yeah, no. Build vision is one of those things that I don't think I can live without the space.
I don't think I've literally ever used it.
Hold control on a while looking at a block and scroll up.
Oh god, why?
Or scroll down if you want the lit version.
How do I get out of this?
You double tap escape. I know there is an actual key for it, but double tapping escape is what I always do, and I never bothered.
Alright, 6 motors and I'll get you here.
Oh.
Well, mostly. It'll be a lot more fun in a refinery and assembler going, but for that, we'll just get started.
Fuel critical.
I believe your motors are crafted fine.
Yep, I grabbed them.
Oh. Take these 7 extra that are in there then. Because...
Do you have a GPS coordinate for the kobolds?
I believe I do. There you go.
Merci beaucoup. Alright, tumbleweed heading out.
Okay. Wait, are you going to fly all the way there?
I'm hardly gonna run. It's 28 kilometers away.
I mean, I was... Oh, good luck. I'm not sure how long the battery will last as a thing for you to get back.
Well, step 1 is making a power supply over there.
I don't know.
But I'm at 90% charge.
Okay,
I've got over now.
Welcome to the stream. Need to go dig. Ooh, God, there's a giant pit. Giant pit.
Where we dig. In the pit.
Yep. First step is a splat. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, no, next step is a connector to recharge the tumbleweed.
Very full.
Oh, I think they're talking about the fact that I just fell in a hole.
Step 1, realize you need rocks. Step 2, go mine. Step 3, splat.
Pretty much. On return, jetpack into solid object. Yes. On return, capacitization. Yes, that is That is usually what ends up happening.
I have reached the river. Bright side here is I can also grab a hold on a kobold while I'm there.
Darn. Okay, I'm run down to the ocean, actually. Not my hydro bottle. Why stop and recharge when I can spawn with a full tank? Except that our base isn't linked into the hydrogen network, unfortunately.
No, that's on the beach.
I've spent the past 5 hours of stream without a cup of tea, so having one now feels very nice.
I still question why you were streaming for 5 hours before this.
So I was watching Wasted play Anno because it's every weekend, and it tempted me. So I downloaded Anno, and then I saw that it had a campaign mode with the pretty decent looking story. So I went, I want to stream this. So I started streaming it. That was pretty much my whole thought process.
Might have suggested an additional thought process of, is it good for your well-being to stream for 8+ hours?
Probably not. Didn't stop me, but probably not.
I just randomly got a hit of the aggressive, semi-violent trailer, main menu music here just flying across the surface. That was terrifying. Already halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. I should put a remote control onto the tumbleweed just so I can have it, like, autopilot.
What am I thinking?
Yes, but for what reason this time?
I was trying to put the, oh, that explains. I was trying to put the hydrogen bottle into the hydrogen generator when I could just put it into the hydrogen tank.
That too, yes. All of these things are useful options.
Mm-hmm. The difference is social energy consumption. The difference between sitting alone playing Anno and sitting on a stream playing Anno is social energy consumption.
God, yes.
And sometimes you just feel like not interacting with people.
Yep.
And sometimes you feel like interacting with people. And today I felt like interacting.
Quietly pondering if I should have nixed the survival kit.
I didn't understand it. I will be honest, Shadow.
But then again, I left and you died, so...
What? Sorry, brain stopped listening for a moment.
Well, if I'd nicked the survival kit, I could also have effectively a refiner and an assembler over here while I'm working, instead of having to make this one trip and then all the way back to get all the resources for another thing. But also, you just nearly died walking into a hole.
Well, I didn't nearly die, I just fell. Oh.
Same diff.
Uh-huh.
8 kilometers out. I am establishing air transit for this.
Okay.
Can you imagine trying to automate land transport this far?
On Agaris? Yeah, I can.
Ugh.
Like, Agaris is relatively flat for the most part, unlike the normal planet.
I've had to fly over a river twice to get here.
Yeah, but it's still automated.
It's much better if you just fly. The hard part is keeping level, but I have ways to deal with that. Speaking of, are programmable blocks enabled on this?
Yes.
Good.
It should be enabled. If they're not, I will enable them, but they should be. Well, it's not really a streaming thing, Kalen. It's more like a general existence thing.
Maybe.
Like
Spoons.
yeah, spoons. A lot of people have like you might not know it from looking at them, but a lot of people have a limited amount of energy that they can use to interact with people on a daily basis.
You can say neurodivergent, you know.
Yeah, no, I even non-neurodivergent people still have a bit of an energy bar.
And deals with social issues. Yeah, that's generally just referred to as being an introvert.
Yeah, but it is, yeah. But yeah, the whole thing is just a case of some people have more social energy than others. Not a bad thing. It just means that sometimes streamers don't always have the same amount of social energy as each other. Like Wasted, for example, has an insane amount of social energy. He streams for 13 hours on a regular basis. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. That would be impossible.
I can barely stay awake for 13 hours on a regular basis.
I know. But yeah, like Wasted is one of those streamers that streams a lot and has a lot of social energy. Yeah.
Inventory full.
Yeah, like when I first started streaming, my max energy was around about 5 hours. That was originally my max energy. And it fluctuates a lot these days. So nowadays, I usually limit my streams to between 3 and 5 hours. Today's an exception. And Atlas streams are usually an exception as well. They usually go on for between 6 to 9 hours. Depending. It really depends on what I'm streaming and who I'm streaming with as well. Sometimes streams are easier to work with some people than others. I mean, I should mention, Doobie, that while Wasted might have a suit mod, I did it first.
Unfortunately.
Oh god. Yeah. I actually did the suit mod stuff long before Wasted did, and it's been on the workshop for a long time. And Wasted, you know. Yeah, okay. Wasted has a pretty cool suit mod, I won't deny. 97 different voice lines is pretty cool. Mine only has like 50 different voice lines, but that's because I don't have the oxygen warning voice lines in there or anything like that. But yeah, no, I did it first. I can say that I did it first. Yeah. Both in one suit. That would be difficult, Dragon Reaper. That would be difficult.
Be a tight squeeze.
What I was talking to Lucas about at one point was the idea of having them set up so you could choose between them by choosing them in a menu in game rather than having one or the other. so each individual person could choose the. I know how to do it, Rayleigh. Don't worry, I'm aware of how to do it. It's just a case of the energy required to do the voice acting is more than I feel capable of at the current moment in time. Especially because I do voice acting partially as part of my living. It's, yeah. It takes a lot out of you, essentially. Yeah. No, Stephen House, I do not have a hormone imbalance. I would know if that was... Or rather, my doctor would. Because I had a blood test. I do have a vitamin D deficiency.
I've got some blood tests next week.
Yeah, I do have a vitamin D deficiency.
But so does everybody these days.
Yeah. Much. Like, I'm not surprised that I have the vitamin. And that's definitely not what's controlling my lack of energy. I've had a vitamin D forever.
It's new for me, but I have had a lack of energy problem for like a decade. I'm trying to get that sorted out, but so far the best I've been told is it might be a hormone thing, in which case wait for like 5 years to find out. Or, I don't know what it is, but it might be EDS, but not the variant you think it is, or something to that effect. It's, I talked to a physiotherapist this Wednesday, and he's fairly certain of that, but he doesn't know exactly, so he's checking for blood tests to see if there's an inflammatory going on.
Well, better be safe than sorry.
I'd just rather know what's going on, really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Give me a name for the thing.
Yeah, you say already. I streamed it for 5 hours, and then I had a pre-scheduled stream that I also have to do. So, you know. I think streaming it for 5 hours is a decent enough amount of time to stream Anno to start with, considering I was playing the single-player campaign. What's the rock in there that I haven't built? Come back here.
A rock?
The block.
Oh, I was gonna say, you don't weld rocks generally. I guess maybe they're a big ball of iron, but, yeah.
Damn it. God damn it. God damn it. There we go.
Energy low.
Yes, Donna Keys, I did get hooked. Anno has very much the same vibe for me as Civ and Stronghold, Age of Empires, all of those sorts of games. It's got its claws firmly in me, I think is the best way to describe it. Ooh, God. Alright, Kaylin. Have a good evening. I've actually got more playtime in the game than Lying does. How much material and stuff do you transport out there, Lying?
Huh?
How much material do we need to transport out from Cobalt Mine?
We're going to need at least a basic setup, so a basic assembler, basic refinery.
Okay.
And then, as long as I've got the tumbleweed with me, but I can grind everything else.
Okay.
But the more steel plates, the better, I guess.
Fair enough.
on my way back. Halfway there.
Okay.
And then I'm sticking a programmable block and a remote control on this thing.
Good enough.
Just to make this a little bit less of a hassle, because the aerodynamics keep making it want to nosedive.
Well, that's
Energy.
aerodynamics for you.
Doesn't help I'm going 50 meters per second.
True.
But also, so far, I've spent like half the stream just like traveling, so. Automatable, but not necessarily entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, once I get the power generator on the back of this truck up and running, we can stack it up with cargo boxes and then just take a bunch. That'll be good.
Unfortunately, that requires cobalt.
We have enough for now.
I intend to ensure we never run out.
That's fair.
Okay, 10 kilometers out.
Okay.
And you said flight wouldn't be quite as good as driving.
Well, no, I said I worried about your battery power.
I've got 20 minutes. It's certainly a long flight, but the tumbleweed can take it. Slightly more alarming thing is I now can't see the mountain that's in front of me.
Might be a...
Yeah, the aerodynamics start to kick in around about 30 meters per second, and I'm traveling at 50, so this is...
Yeah.
I'm spending a lot of time just making sure that I can hold this thing at pointing above the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, what's probably a good idea is to put together a vehicle that is aerodynamic.
I'm just gonna hack the gyroscopes.
That is an option.
Much cheaper.
I don't think it is, to be honest. But, okay.
All I need are gyroscopes and a programmable block, and I'm good. And then that'll ensure that this thing doesn't tilt.
Okay.
Inventory full.
I mean, all you need to do is align the center of drag with the center of mass. Have a decent enough ability, but...
Or I can make a universal solution that I can literally slap onto any machine ever.
I don't know how well that'll work, to be honest.
Well, we're about to find out.
Oh yes, did you hear the good news?
Be more specific.
Disney is cancelling the Fantastic Beasts series.
I did hear that good news, yes.
Very good news. I'm very happy about it.
Does mean one less role to see Mads Mikkelsen in, but I wasn't going to watch him in that role anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
there's always another Mads Mikkelsen role.
Yeah. He's good enough that he'll get enough. Regardless.
Be not afraid, humble rock farmer. The thing floating in the sky with the bright light is in fact just a just a tumbleweed. And I lived.
Congratulations on living.
Still got quarter of an hour of power.
Fair enough.
I only had the resources to set up a wind turbine and parts of a connector, but still got power.
Fair enough. Hello.
Hello.
Short-term power boost solar panel. Yeah, we could add a solar panel on some stuff. But finding a way to fit a solar panel in properly, like stylistically, is difficult. They're very bulky.
Refinery stuck on cobalt again.
Oh, no, we're not trying to... Oh, is it? I have to pull this down.
There is none left.
Oh, well, time to mine, I guess. We're not trying to rebuild the Folly, but the Folly is a ridiculous project that we wouldn't try to rebuild without a build and repair anyway, because that is a ridiculous amount of work. Though, in fairness, I do need to go in and fix the blueprint at some point. Regardless of that, it's more a case of, like, we still need to... Well, we're still gonna make things look pretty, regardless of how we're building them. So, I don't know.
Well, there's hardly any sense building anything if it doesn't look nice. Especially if you're gonna be staring at it all day.
Precisely. I just sparks.
That was just me barking.
Okay.
Just perfectly normal sparks, not danger sparks.
Uh-huh. Have the dancing drills as a print for us to look at? I do have the drill rig ballet. I managed to stop them from spinning somehow, or how. Not completely sure why they spin, but activating the spin is not that hard, to be quite honest. I have it in a test world. Probably load it up at the end of stream and show you. Yeah. Nice good cover. Why would I want to turn the projector block on and off? What purpose would turning the projector block on and off serve? I need it on. Filled with. No, I'm fine with how I have it set up at the moment. I can see what I need to build. I can see what is already built pretty easily. I'm good on pattern.
Critical.
Success!
Success?
Success! I am now overpowering the aerodynamics with gyroscope control.
That won't go wrong at all.
How could it? It's programming.
I can see that going many different ways, but I'm sure you'll be fine, Mike. Sure you'll be fine.
Well, it now means I only have to hold one button whenever I'm transiting over to the cobalt mine.
Oh.
Also, it means this thing is more stable while it's mining. Less chance of turtling.
Oh.
And I've heated it to the planetary gravity, so even if I fly miles and miles into the distance, it will still work. It theoretically, if I sent this thing flying forwards for eternity, it will actually start to orbit the planet.
Oh, I mean...
I'm not going to, because that'll take forever, and this thing does not have that much power. But... next thing I need is just a remote control to send it to a coordinate. The glories of technology! I can just send this thing over to the cobalt mine and just sip my hot chocolate tea whilst it's doing it.
Those cargo boxes are vertical, even. I know how to build in Space Engineer. I'm practically a veteran of Space Engineer. Oh yeah, no, I agree, Doobie. There are occasions where you can build so dense that when you project things, you need to turn the projector off, but in this instance, it's not necessary.
Right, and now I have a remote control.
Fuel critical.
What's the rainbow's name?
Hey.
The rainbow's name is Lying. This is Lying. Lying streams as well.
I feel like I should be offended.
I mean, you are the rainbow in this instance.
Yeah.
You are the personification of a rainbow.
I'm being referred to by my appearance.
I mean,
An
I get
appearance
referred to as
worn
the
because
guy...
of a certain oppressed social order, thank you much.
I get referred to as the guy with the medieval helmet a lot of the time.
Hey, at least
so-
that starts with you being referred to as a human being.
I think I'd be pretty happy being referred to as a personification of like, various colors of light. That sounds cool. But yes, Lying is the person in the rainbow suit. Lying in Bedmon. They
Twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon, or if you're feeling particularly generous, patreon.com/lying.
Yes. Lying is a good friend of mine and a fellow streamer. So yeah. Who was the dude in the mask? God. Yeah, no. That was
Oh,
me.
that's just some random non-binary person.
Uh-huh.
They always come in pairs, you see. More rock needed.
Okay. Basically.
Now, the real test for me is, will this code overpower the shaking from the drill? Yes, yes it will. I am a coding god.
Good for you. Good for you.
I can't turn left or right because of just how this works, but nice.
Oh dear. Well,
I don't need to, just need lateral. As long as I can reduce the world to a two-dimensional plane, it's fine.
mm-hmm.
Shall I drive you closer so that you can hit the rocks with your sword?
I don't have a sword. Fine. I'd like a sword. Can you make me a sword?
I don't think they're in the builds. I don't think they're even in the mod packs here.
I mean, we could make just a really big sword.
Probably, yes. Are we talking like attached to a mech or something else?
I mean, would you like to have a go at building a mech?
I don't know that I have the streaming hours in me for that.
Yeah, that's fair. So if the binary people come in ones and zeros, do the non-binary people come in twos?
Hexadecimals. Lucian, I believe, comes in FFFFFFF.
No, I think there is a specific color that is associated with it, but I can't remember.
Mine's a kind of sky blue, in that case.
Mine's a dark red.
Alright, as soon as the sun rises and the rain clears, I'll take this thing out for another trip.
Well, no. FFFFF is, I believe, pure black, isn't it? On the hex code line?
I was just making the press F to pay respects joke, but I think it might be what? I think it's white.
Is it white?
I think it's white. I'm pretty sure 0 is black.
Maybe. It's pure one of them. Okay.
I just need the pieces for my basics here.
Oh. 0 is black.
Yeah.
I couldn't read that.
So I just described you as the whitest thing in existence.
Which isn't technically inaccurate, in fairness.
There was a bit of sun today. I was quite happy to get my guns out.
They didn't.
Of course you did.
I mean, what do you expect me to do lying? Realistically.
Everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're extremely predictable.
Am I? I don't know about this anymore.
It's not complicated.
Well, I'd rather not break it, considering it is your vessel at this.
No, I believe this was mine from the start.
Well, no, technically it was mine because I landed.
No, yours was the station, wasn't it?
No. I landed in that, technically. And then you spawned in after me. And then you took over and... Oh, now it's yours. But it was...
If it makes you feel better, I'm probably building one from scratch next.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright, let me recharge the thing a little bit first. I also made a little platform here so I can actually walk to the buggy. Instead of having to hover and waste hydrogen. Oh yeah, that's a feature, isn't it?
Yep.
Just so we can see, or more specifically so the chat can see.
Let there be light. Go down the hole again.
Oh, look at you spraying your rocks everywhere.
Oh, shut up.
Inventory full.
This is the engine compartment. It is... It's essentially like a... It's an internally accessible engine compartment.
An engine room is what you're describing.
Well, not really a room. There's not much space in there. Yes, I do know about alt middle mouse button. I'm not using it because I have stuff in my inventory that I don't want to deposit. Actually...
Hey, bring rock.
You bring rock. It was more than those 38 plates, but yeah.
Inventory full.
Action. It's not a gun, it is the spotlight. The searchlight that is attached to the tower.
We use it so that people can see what the heck we're doing at night.
Yep. I'm hopeful that when Keen updates with community updates, you'll have a decent amount of blocks that everyone has been asking for a while, and not just random blocks that they think the wants. One can hope. Yeah, no. The community update for Space in Twilight. I mean, okay. I don't know what they would do to make the solar panel look better / different. I guess they could, but I wouldn't be particularly interested in that. What I would be interested in is new window blocks, which they have said they're coming out with, but I don't want the rounded windows because they look awful. And various new other blocks that would be nice, like little bits and pieces that can fill in those little gaps that always end up annoying you on bit. essentially.
Especially when they're not airtight.
Yeah. Well, what I would like to see added to Space Infinite is compound blocks. That would be my thing that
would be game changing
to see. But that's never happening because it is not according to Marek's vision. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, Riley. Like, a lot of Inenra's stuff is very cool. And I would say that I find it very difficult to build without it. Because it adds so much adjustment that I love. I would say dispense of the 1x3 pieces, maybe. But at the same time, they are useful. But they feel more modded than other blocks. Yeah, like the medieval engineers thing, Riley. Compound blocks. Essentially blocks that you can fit into the same space. So...
Yeah, if anyone here has played Minecraft with chisels and bits, that's more or less what's being described.
Yeah, essentially being able to put a railing in the same space as a light.
Being able to put more than one block in a space.
Yeah. That would be...
The trouble is that could theoretically multiply how much data a grid can take up.
Yeah. True.
Like if every block in, say, a capital ship was a compound block. That's a lot of data.
That is a lot of data. I won't deny that. But at the same time, God, it would make things look so much prettier.
You can kind of do it by using a roto on a large grid with a small grid head, so you can put more than one timer in that same area. But
sort of, but not very well.
No. But it does have a nice little circuit block feel to it.
I'll grant you that. It does. I mean, the other problem with compound blocks is that grids already weld together sometimes if you paste them in and two subgrids are too close together. I'd be worried about that happening. I don't know. There's a lot of different problems that could happen with compound blocks, in fairness. I can sort of understand why they're not adding them. But yeah. Okay. Wait.
Fresh stone delivery. I wonder if I can put together some kind of overflow over the cobalt mine so that it'll actually, like, get rid of excess cobalt.
I mean...
I guess if the whole point of the cobalt mine is to have an endless supply of cobalt, that somewhat defeats the point, doesn't it?
Yeah, sort of. Yes.
But also, like, rocks I can turn into most things. Cobalt I can turn into one thing.
Okay. Hey, Zygrail.
Alright, just a bunch more steel plates and I'll be off. And you'll never hear from me again until such time as a drone just sort of, like, occupies the sky above you.
Well, I'll probably be driving over to the Cobalt Line at some point.
But before or after the drone uprising?
That depends. When are you planning the drone uprising?
Technically, I've already begun.
Have you?
I have a remote-controlled object here with its own orientation programming block. It's fine.
True, true.
Energy low.
Just need to get rid of the 150 steel plates for the connector so I can keep the thing powered.
Energy. Okay. Just need to build up engines.
Now the real question is, if we leave at the same time, will my robot automated tumbleweed make it before your car?
Probably. Like you can take a direct route, whereas I have to go around stuff. But I can carry a lot. So. Thank you for the posture check. I'm indeed going to stretch. Flying, don't forget to stretch.
I'm good. I get chocolate.
I see. You get a chocolate and I get stretch. Lovely.
Yep.
Oh.
Never mind.
Ah. I don't have a treat redeem. That is true, Aluka. I do not have a treat redeem. That's because I eat too many treats as it is to be. You have push-ups and you're being nice. Fair enough. I should get myself a redeem. Then I'd end up eating more sugar than I already do, and I already eaten it.
What if you made it that you only had got to eat sugar and whatnot from treat rewards?
Then I would starve.
From treats?
From lack of treats. Well, hopefully the doctor's wasn't too bad, Luca.
Inventory
Because lying is colourful, gets candy. And I'm white, so I get workouts. Wow.
I'm just cuter than you, I guess.
I mean, I won't deny that. Fair enough, Aluka. Fair enough.
I've just found a shelf covered in rocks over here. I presume you're responsible.
Probably.
It's behind me. On your
Inventory full.
Alaka, by what measure did you somehow manage to get through life without owning any underwear? That seems like that would raise a lot of problems.
Probably.
I wonder if it's worth adding a second drill to the tumbleweed.
Apparently, Aluka goes commando on a regular basis.
Apparently.
Can't see that.
Lift going up.
Okay. Right. Engine number 1. Flying apparent. Flying? Well, It looks like Lying is not answering me in Discord, so I'm assuming that Lying has... There. Lying hasn't disconnected in game. Okay, that's strange. Lying hasn't disconnected in game, but he has disconnected from Discord. Internet is apparently doing an uncharacteristic funny for Lying. Lying's internet is not being happy. Hopefully he'll be back soon-ish. Something is wrong. Good luck! Yeah, pretty much. Cat didn't DC. No, his stream went offline by Grail. Oh dear. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Well, I'm British, Doobie. So the U is there for me. I need pocket full. Online. I'm stuck. Okay. Fine. Oh, right. That's right. Oh, down in the hole. Lying is down in the hole. That's fine. Right. Still need to build up other. Wish me? Oh, wait. Hey, Lion, can you hear me? Or no? Is that a no? I'm guessing that's a no. I don't think so. I think it's just that Space Engineers defaults to having the in-game voice comms muted, which is a nice thing compared to some games. But at the same time, in this instance, oh. What did it take to fix the wheel issue? I don't know. I'm serious about this. When we logged in last session, the front of the car somehow suddenly had wheels. And as I built the back of the car, it also gained wheels. Not unbuilt wheels. I mean fully built wheels. Completely built. With all the components inside them. I don't know what it was doing. I don't know why it did it like that. But it did, and I'm taking it, because otherwise it's a hassle. So yeah, I don't know what it did, but it did it, and yeah. Right. How annoying it was going to be to do it the other way. I would also, yeah. I'm pulling a joke on you and going to move 5 feet and the walls are going to the wheels are going to despawn. I mean, I'm thankful that didn't happen. We managed to drive it like 30 kilometers before we actually broke anything, and breaking the my fault in fairness. I drove over a section that I really drove. But yeah, no, it works surprisingly well, actually. It is a good vehicle. I'm happy with how this drives, to be honest. No. Yeah, I'm metric. Yes. Yes, Google is helpful with this. Okay. That. That. He's a troll in a funny way, not a troll in an annoying way. Far too often I find trolls that are just nasty. And then you've got trolls that are like wasted or doobie. Yes. Who are funny, but they can still get on your nerves sometimes. Those detector components on my person. Where's the... Oh. Yeah, Lying will hopefully be back in Discord in a bit. Their internet is throwing a shit fit, as it were, apparently, and it's being very weird at the moment. So hopefully they'll be back. Fingers crossed, anyway. Boom! Oh,
Inventory full.
immediately my end.
Inventory full.
Right. Is that gonna be? Get the rest of these engines welded up. You guys think this is too many engines? Might be too many engines. I don't know.
Inventory full.
Alright. See you, Doobie. Fine? Is that you? I heard a line for like a second. It's Discord and Lying's stream as well, Tenebris. Gone pop for some reason. Not sure why. Oh, Lying's kicked his router and hopefully that'll fix some of it.
Hello?
There you are. Hello.
I'm back.
Go back. Congratulations. Welcome back.
Parts of me are still not back, but working.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Any idea what happened?
Not a clue. Apparently I'm not the only person who just had problems.
Oh.
Okay, stream labels are back up. Twitch is connected again and not dropping frames like mad. I should be good.
Ross.
I logged out in a buggy, so I should be okay. My apologies, everybody, for that brief lapse in local non-binary archfey content. I just zooped over to the ice farm to get some power. Oh.
I'm surprised that everything else went down, but your space engineers was fine.
You know, bizarrely, it's not the first time that kind of thing has happened, because I've lost all connection to Discord during a Sea of Thieves session as well, and the same thing has happened.
Odd.
Yeah. Maybe Steam is just built different.
Maybe.
Steam, built to run on a thimble full of internet.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Well, good news is that the engine compartment, the heavy transport, now running. Is now.
I can't log into the world.
What?
I've tried twice now, and it's booted me both times.
Okay, hold on. Let me reload the world.
Yeah, give it a kick. Shout out to Fuzz asking me to talk to their Twitter friend for Sea of Thieves chat. Yeah. Fuzz was mid-conversation about anime and had to have Dusty relay a message.
Interesting. Okay, reloading world.
Where has my lying gone? No, where could they be?
Apparently, in the void of nothingness, no internet hell.
Well, everything else is running right now, so hopefully that means this should.
World is up.
Error.
Error?
Error while loading world.
Error while loading.
Yeah. Check log for more information. Where? I don't know.
Space Engineers has log files, but I think they're stored in app data. I don't quite remember. Well, I can try grinding down your body and see if that fixes it.
Eh? Don't grind me.
I mean, it's the only way to murder you, so... It's up to you.
There's a bunch of text files inside the Space Engineers app data folder. I'm hoping that those are the actual logs, and one of them is from a minute ago, so probably right. Apparently part of my system is being used by another part of my system, so if I reboot Space Engineers it might work.
Fingers crossed. I don't think so, Tenbrook. I might be wrong.
This is why you, like, turn your computer off by telling it to shut down, not disconnecting power. Because occasionally it interrupts a process that then makes other things wonky. I live!
You live? Congratulations on living.
And I'm now 91% charged, even better.
Oh, nice.
I guess it pays to lose internet connection for like 20 minutes whilst hooked up.
Well, no. I wouldn't say that it pays. In fact, I'd say it does the opposite, but...
Well, if I'm kicked off stream, I guess, yes, it literally does not pay me. But still. Well, now it is time to do the thing that must be done by me, which is namely, find out if this remote control will work.
That's alright.
Uh-huh.
Apparently I forgot to work. Well, good news is the heavy transport is now functionally functional. It's just that now I need to build the cargo.
Here we go.
I mean, in fairness, Zygrail, in this case, you're on my stream, not on Wasted's stream. Wasted gets to call me 5 because Wasted's a troll. And I begrudgingly accept that. This is my stream. What I say here goes, and here, my name is Lucy. So, yeah.
First test, fail, but not catastrophic.
That's good.
For whatever reason, I can't tell the remote control to not manipulate the gyros, and when it does that, it's overriding the programmable block.
Huh.
So somehow I need to figure out why that is that I can't control that at all.
Oh yeah, I'm quite happy with the design of the truck. Like, a lot of the creations that I build in creative mode first. But this particular one has been a combination of building it in survival mode, then in creative mode, then in survival mode again, and then testing other stuff in creative mode. So, it's been interesting. MDJ19, thank you for the follow, my friend, and welcome to the stream.
Well, almost a cobalt, because I can still do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, a box with wheels is really all you need, Zygrel. realistic. Anyway.
Energy critical.
I mean, good luck with that side rail. Because hunting down the ores on the aggro map is quite difficult without the map itself. It is not.
I am now successfully flying, not fully by autopilot, but hands-free.
I don't know. Yeah, the map is very large. But it's designed that way, Dennis. It's designed so that you don't have all of your ore deposits in the same place.
I mean, I find that, like, having multiple ores in one place is convenient, but not really great. But having them 20 kilometers away
Is, yeah, no, I agree. Ow.
You okay?
I almost capaxed myself.
Oh dear.
I'm fine.
Have you set off yet?
No, not yet. I'm building some stuff up still. I'll be setting off. So I've finished welding up some cargo containers. I mean, can you not make a gyro because you don't have enough stuff? Or can you not make a gyro because you're using progression by Grail?
Oh yeah. Progression can really mess you up if it activates without you thinking about it.
Oh, because you don't have any cobalt, I see.
Cobalt's needed for gyros?
I think gyros take metal stuff.
I don't know. And I don't really want to hop out of a moving vehicle to find out.
No, they don't require metal grids. Gyros don't require cobalt by Grail. So, pretty sure I just looked at it, and gyros do not require cobalt. Gyroscopes are relatively cheap. Scheme of things. Maybe double check that you have progression off if you can't build a gyro at the moment.
Alas, everything at home base has unloaded for me, so I can't see what you're tinkering with. Just sedately flying across.
Oh. Moment I'm just putting on a cargo container. Oh, a cargo and a container or
There's no antenna on home base, is there?
there is not.
Drat.
I can boost the antenna signal of the heavy transport.
I was just gonna like remote into the home base and watch you
Broadcast
through the
radius
searchlight.
50,000. That will be power.
Moreover, I can't see you through it, so defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh well.
Oh, something to consider for next time.
Yep. More what's the phrase here? Reconnaissance, surveillance tech at the base.
Fair enough, Zygro.
Alright, 3 kilometers out. With enough supplies to actually make this a fledgling, if but functioning base.
Fair enough, Zygrel. Good luck with booting up space engineers.
Inventory full.
Oh, is there? I've never noticed.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a spelling mistake in one of the stream cards under my stream. I've just never noticed it.
Imagine being that unprofessional.
I apparently replaced a T with an R, or an R with a T. One of the two. I don't know. I'll check it out later, MDJ. Thank you for telling me. I probably just... I wrote it out at some point in the past, and then I might have accidentally double-checked my writing on that.
How big are these ore deposits?
Very.
I know they're big, but like size-wise.
About 2 kilometers across.
Ah, okay.
Big. Yeah. Very big.
I was hoping not to build my mining station here on top of one, but I guess I'm gonna have to.
I mean... Yeah. What do you mean a gyro takes 50 metal grids?
Like
Wait,
large grid?
Are you building a large grid gyro, Zygrail? Oh, well, yeah, that's gonna be hellishly expensive. Why are
Of
you
course.
starting out with a large grid? Start out with a small grid, man. Hell of a lot easier.
And cheap. Tumbleweed officially docked at mining station.
Lovely. Yeah, I'd recommend starting out small grid and then upgrading to large grid later on, Zygrail. Like, starting out on large grid is gonna be very.
Inventory full.
Okay. Right. That sounds like a whole lot of bad luck, Zygrail. Honestly. It really does. Still fun in a maybe twisted kind of way. Fair enough. I mean, as long as you're having fun, that's the important, right?
You ready to sleep?
What?
Sun's going down.
Oh. Bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm in bed. All players must be within 10 kilometers of each other to sleep.
What?
Huh.
Oh,
Well,
that makes no
that's
sense whatsoever.
new. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Ah. Well,
Oh well. Oh, the good news is I have 3 large cargo containers up and running. Hopefully not a 10-hour stream. Booker, no.
dear God, please no.
No. Probably an 8-hour-ish stream total for me. Yeah, I know, Luca. Right.
Fuel low.
Okay.
Fuel low.
Right. I am en route. Oh, this vehicle does actually quite cool now. Riding. Actually, maybe I should stock up on hydrogen. Just ice before I leave. Probably.
Fuel low.
Well, let me know when you get within 10 kilometers.
I'll need to get all the way there. Cockpit doesn't count as bed.
Okay, you have an entire, like... That's like basically like a 16-wheeler. People sleep in those all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I can put a bed on it. Bed's on.
Not even like a bedroll or something? Sleeping
Something.
bag?
Unfortunately not.
Surely cockpits as big as those ones should count.
No. I'll let you know when I get within range anyway. Alright. At the moment I'm just filling up my storage. So I should... But I have it. Power. I don't know, Riley. If it does have a small grid bed, it is modded. Okay. I'm on my way. I have any power. I will be following the river directly, so I might take a while. Oh, this feels a lot faster in first person than it does in third person.
Yeah, always.
Boy.
Sup.
It's fine. I'm just going over, like, interesting inclines that I'm not used to in first person. Because it's easier to drive in first person at night because you can actually see the trees coming up towards you. Whereas in person, everything is above. Ooh! That's fine. Everything's fine.
Are you okay?
I just did a bit of a jump. Fine. The first person is visually different by quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, going 80 miles per hour in a truck this heavy is slightly terrifying.
Unwise?
Call it unwise, but
You're
scary.
off-road.
I'm on a beach. On a beach.
It
Fine.
counts. It counts as off-road.
I think I just realized why the 10-kilometer limit is in place on sleep.
Why?
Because it is, when you use the sleep mod, it is positioning the sun according to the position of the players. So when you sleep, if you're too far away from each other, it can't figure out where to put the sun according to the position of the players.
Huh.
So you have to be close enough for the sun to be over both of you. And 30 kilometers is not close enough.
Well, I officially have a mining, refining, and assembling rig over here.
Lovely.
Fully hooked up. Plus a bed and an interface.
Okay. Well, I'm making my way over with 3 large cargo containers ready to fill with the stuff.
And how far away are you?
I am about 18 kilometers. Having to go round a bend. But I can't take a direct route.
How far did you say?
18 kilometers.
Okay, so you're probably still beyond the loading distance for me.
Possibly. I imagine that around 10 kilometers.
My vote exactly, which explains why I can't see home base from here.
Ah, yes. I remember that evening, Zygrael. I remember that evening quite well. I'm 14 kilometers out.
I presume you do have your lights on, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm currently 12 kilometers out.
Okay. Let me know when you pass 10.
Currently just driving down the side of the river at the moment. Bank. We have just hit 10 kilometers. And the world seam as well.
Well, I'm still not seeing you just yet.
We give sleeping a go?
Will it count if you're not in bed?
I don't know. I'm in a cockpit, so it might count, but I don't know.
I thought we established that cockpits didn't count as sleeping spaces.
Well, we never tested it. Oh. If it tells you I'm not in a bed, then there's your answer.
Well, nothing's happening, but it's not telling me anything.
Unfortunately, I don't have any trucking music, Zygrael. I'm sure
I
could
should
probably...
put I should put like some elevator music on from my flight over.
Sure, I could probably find some trucking, but I don't really know what counts trucking.
More or less anything country.
Fair enough. I always thought more rock and roll. Maybe that's just... Right, I am 4.5 kilometers out. At this point, I should be well within range.
Oh, I see friendly signals. Yep, I see you.
Lovely.
The red lights at the back are a nice touch. Except that technically those should only be on if you're, like, stopping or
Yeah.
reversing.
Unfortunately, you can't, like, tie the light on and off to the brake. I wish I could.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
If you program it, yes.
Oh, if you program it. Yeah, it's... well, I say I can't be bothered. I don't know how to do it. I could probably grab a script off the workshop.
In fairness, it is very poorly documented. You have to go for like 16
Yeah.
different Google search results to find the right thing.
Coming through the trees. Particularly steep. I'm
They'll
almost
be
here.
riding through the mountains when they come.
Does this count as a... Ooh!
If you have to say ooh at some point, then yes.
No, I hit a bump. I am here.
Hello.
Ew. But my beautiful truck.
Beautiful is such a long run. Is that seriously running on internal hydrogen engines?
Internal hydrogen engines with batteries.
I literally have to crouch to get in here. This feels unsafe.
Yes. I did say it wasn't a room, it was a compartment.
Yeah, definitely. So, next question. Where's the hydrogen?
What do you mean?
Well, where's the hydrogen that's running off?
There are 2 tanks in the roof here, and there is a O2H2 generator here, and the ice is stored in the cockpits and the H2 generator.
So, this will run as long as you have ice, but also as long as you have ice, you're going to be freaking freezing in the cockpit.
Well, no,
you are literally traveling
it'll-
cross country with a storage box of ice directly beneath your testicles.
it'll run as long as the batteries are charged. Which reminds me.
It's also noisy as hell. Jesus.
Well, they are engines.
Does it have a connector?
It does not.
Right, that might be the next thing you want to do then. Because
Well,
transferring
the
stuff by hand from here is going to be a pain in the neck.
Yeah. There is space for a connector on the last cargo container, but I haven't put one in yet. Oh. At any rate, for now, we have hit 8 hours at this point. Or I've hit 8 hours, and you've probably hit around 3, despite your
give or take
stream hiccup. So I think this is a good point in time for the evening, don't you like?
I think so.
Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. I've had a blast. Lying has had, I hope, some fun, despite troubles.
Do you know what my crowning achievement of this stream is, Lucian?
Do tell.
It's that I now have a refinery and an assembler that I don't have to share with you.
Wow.
Because
because
fighting over the production queue was so painful.
I agree with you there. But yeah, for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you all had fun. We are going to go and raid let's go and raid a final who's currently playing Factor. Thank you all very much for joining us.
Message me that spelling.
Final 977 with a capital F. F-I-N-A-L.
977?
977. Yep.
Don't think I remember that Final Fantasy installment.
For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. You can find Lying at twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon and youtube.com/lying, as well as his Patreon at patreon.com. You can find all of my social media stuff underneath the Twitch stream, and all down there, Discord and everything, and all of that sort of thing. Thank you all very much for joining us. We're going to go raid a final. Have a very good evening, everyone, and a very good night.